Shalom. I want to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. I'm in transit again to work, and I just wanted to title this video, Don't Sell Your Salvation Short. I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the scriptures. This is Sirach chapter 20, verse 12. Okay, it says, there is that buyeth much for a little, and it repayeth sevenfold. Okay, and that's this truth. You know, when you come into the truth, you're making an investment, right? You're making an investment with your time. Okay, and it requires you to sacrifice, things that your flesh might want. Okay, but in the end, it's gonna pay. It's gonna pay more than a sevenfold. You know, it's gonna pay even more than that. Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 23, verse 23. It says, "Buy the truth and sell it not." Okay. Also, wisdom and instruction and understanding. You see, because when you buy the truth, okay, when you invest in the truth, okay, then that's basically like I said, you're making a spiritual investment towards your position in the kingdom, right? So it says, buy the truth and sell it not. You know, Jake, will come into the truth and then try to take advantage and sell the oil. Okay, but in the end, man, it's about glorifying Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, if you're selling your oil, if you're selling the information, then when you received it for free, then that's kind of being hypocritical, right? The scriptures say, freely ye have received, so freely give. Let me see it. I'm going to get this one real quick first. Is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 1. It says, "Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. And he that hath no money, come ye, buy and eat. Yea, come, buy wine and milk without money and without price." Right? That's talking about this truth. Okay? Because it's something that's worth value, but it's being given away as free. Okay? But it's not going to be so. Okay? It's not going to be like that forever. Okay? Because the doors of repentance, they are closing rapidly, man. All right? But it's important to remember, that right now, while this wine and this milk is free, man, it's time to get it. It says, verse 2, "Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread?" Right? The bread of life is that which is not, is the bread, like regular bread, is that which is not life. Because, that which is not bread, right? Regular bread is really not, it comes and goes. Like how Yahushua told the heathen woman, if you drink of these waters, you shall never thirst. Matter of fact, let me get that. She was like, really? You shall never thirst. Or I think it was just shall never thirst. This app be crashing on me. Satan be trying to hinder. Salaki for the hold up. This is John chapter 4, verse 14. It says, "But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst." Right? Shall never thirst. It says, "But the water that I give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life." Okay, so this is like a recycling. This is like recycling energy, man. Okay, because it's true that it constantly refreshes us. It keeps us nourished. It keeps us in the spirit, right? So it says, I'm gonna read John chapter 6 and 35. It says, and Yahushua said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh unto me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Right? Because right now our people are thirsty and they're hungry. That's why it says, come buy meat without price. I'm sorry, come buy water and bread without price in Isaiah 55. Okay, come buy food and drink without price. Okay, and it says he that and then it says in the New Testament, he that cometh to me shall never thirst. So that's talking about Yahushua. If you accept Yahushua, into your and let him enter into your mind, then you're never gonna be hungry and thirsty. Okay. Spiritually, our people are thirsty spiritually. They're seeking something, but they're never satisfied. They're constantly seeking, and they're not gonna find it, simply because this is the only thing that can satisfy us spiritually, right? That can truly keep us full. Because whenever we have certain what's the word I'm looking for? Infirmities. Okay, whenever we're going through certain situations, they cause us to, be a little bit, uneasy. Then we just put our trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that's all that's required. These people who don't have any faith, who don't have any trust, they don't, they worry out and they spaz out and they don't have anything to fall back on, right? So that's the difference between us never being hungry and them being hungry, because we don't seek anywhere else other than Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let me go ahead and get that in 1 Peter. 1 Peter chapter 1. 1 Peter chapter 1 and 6. It says, wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be found unto praise and honor, and though it be tried. Let me read verse 7 again. It says that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay, so we rejoice in Yahushua because we understand that He is our salvation out of this place. Of course we're going to go through tribulations and temptations. Okay, and we're not supposed to think that that's a strange thing, that's happened to us, because we're in the flesh, and wickedness is sown in our flesh. Okay, and sin, we're prone to sin. We're prone to go off, and the wages of sin are death. Okay, so death is painful. Death has it's a setback. Okay, if you will, and so you're not supposed, we aren't supposed to be discouraged by that, because this is something that's common to all men who are in the flesh. It's to go through temptations and tribulations. Okay, we just aspire to be saved out of this carnal bodies. Okay, but that's why we're rejoicing at the same time. Okay, because our faith being tried, if we don't short sell our salvation, then we're going to be able to reap something that's way more beneficial than gold, right? Something that's way more valuable, right? Something that's way more valuable, man. So, let me see. I'm trying to find this particular scripture. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, here it is. It's Matthew chapter 19, verse 29. It says, I'm going to start at verse 28. Okay, it says, and this is part of sacrificing, making your body a living sacrifice. Okay, it says, Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. Okay, it says, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, which is the reincarnation. Okay, ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now these are Yahushua's words to his disciples, the 12 disciples. Okay, and it says minus Judas Iscariot, because he went off and betrayed Yahushua. But it says verse 29. It says, and every one that hath forsaken houses, okay, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold. Okay, that's better than 7-fold, right? We're talking about 100-fold investment. Okay, Jake will hop on a 2-fold investment. But how much more 100-fold investment in righteousness, right? That's why it's important not to short sell your salvation. Okay, because if you do, you're going to be in a worse state than you were at the first. Okay, so it says, shall receive 100-fold and shall inherit everlasting life. Okay, because right now everything is so tainted, man. I mean, there's really not anything to even have. There's really not anything to aspire to obtain in this world. Okay, when it comes to just being in it, from right now all the way until whenever you die, and then that's it, and then you miss out on this. It's not worth it. I'd rather give this up. It's not. And Yahushua, he made that decision too when he was in the wilderness. Okay, when he was tempted by Satan to basically receive the riches of this world. Okay, so that we have to make the same decision. Okay, it says verse 30. It says, but many that are first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So those that are rich in this world are going to be the poor in the world to come. Those that are the poor in this world are going to be rich in the world to come. Okay, and who are the poor? The Israelites, right? Who is the earth given to rule? Okay, who has been given rulership over the earth? The so-called white man. So he's going to be last. Okay, and the Israelites are going to be first, right? So, it's important to remember not to short sell your salvation. Okay. Hey, Abaratazah, this is an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Wahad Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.